gets ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. To Montgomery to begin the drive. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides through. Pick up the 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The Saints are 12-4 now on the year. Well, they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Carr.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
score. A pick six from Bears touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes their early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Carr. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, it's Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fields throw here taken in by Ingram.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Back to throw. Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Open man right side is Ingram.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Fields.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here's Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there hauled in by Claypool.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Looking sideline, incomplete. So we have
only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, They've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Carr now to throw. And it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. On second and goal, Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. They saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr now on 1st down. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 33 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Fields.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shifts free at the 15. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they'll ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to throw. He's got Smith here.
Complete to Traquan Smith. A gain of 5. 1st down, Saints.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Back to throw, Fields. He's got Mooney. They find some open field here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. All eyes on Fields. He's got Claypool, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Again, it's Kamara. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped by the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. It's going to come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from long, very long range. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
To throw is Fields.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Gonna throw right side here, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
2nd down and 3.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
72 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most...
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.